Wait, baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms on no Vans. And she telling all her friends I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms on no Vans. And she telling all her friends I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't playing no games. See these diamonds.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. Tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Portland Trail Blazers. Rip City, it's all yours to start this one. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Here comes the screen. Hassan Whiteside with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Jay, how does Portland bounce back from the disappointment losing in 4 to New Orleans last year?
Well, you need your stars to shine the brightest in the biggest moments, and we did not see that from their 2 stars in that first-round series against the Pelicans. So these 2 stars need to be great and great all the time.
McCollum, tough shot, well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Lillard to McCollum. And abuses the rim with the big finish.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
To Jokic. Short jumper misses. McCollum with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. To Lillard. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. Jokic. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. D's got it. Damian Lillard missed his first. That one goes.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Millsap. Scores from the post.
Just remember that old saying here, you're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in, so it's time to get going.
Lillard to McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. Dame rises. Shot by Lillard, no good. Hassan Whiteside, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Nikola Jokic, defended by McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. Jokic. Lillard to Whiteside. Can't connect.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
To Jokic. Denver with 4 to shoot. Jokic. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To McCollum. Millsap to Jokic. Working it outside. Jokic to Millsap. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. McCollum into the front court. 8-2 our score. Lillard. Pass there. Taken away by Denver. Goes to the left side. To Jokic. 46 wins, not good enough for Denver.
They could have been a playoff team if Paul Millsap didn't miss a huge chunk of the season. But I will say this about the Nuggets. They have the most underrated backcourt in the NBA when you think about Gary Harris and Jamal Murray. Both guards that can do it off the dribble and are both great leaders.
And the rebound taken down by Jokic. To Millsap. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lillard to Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside looking good. 4 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
Nuggets have the possession. Takes stock of the floor to Jokic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Lillard. To Rodney Hood. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Screen coming. Jokic goes to the right side. To Jokic. Going to launch beyond the arc. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
And body control is everything, especially on the defensive side of the floor. That was a great contest up top, but your body hit him on the way down. That's a foul every time.
Nikola Jokic with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Got it. Screen coming. Lillard sizing up Jeremy Grant. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Denver ball right now. Barton. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Hood. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Blazer. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. into the front court. 14-10 the score. Screen coming. Jeremy Grant against the former first-rounder. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
Mason Plumlee at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one.
Number 4.
Second one's good. Splits the pair. Trailblazers with the basketball to Rodney Hood. Sizing up the defense. Here comes the screen. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Has a chance, not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To Will Barton. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Shot won't go. Lillard guarded by Jeremy Grant. Flushes down the slam. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Martin. It goes down. Oh, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Portland's got it. To Lillard. Probing the defense. Portland has 4 to shoot. Damian Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
And draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Long heave from 3/4 court. This quarter's in the books with the Blazers in front. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
And Nurkic there for the rebound. McCollum with the basketball. Leads 5. To Nurkic. Can't miss those. connect from inside.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Down low, Nurkic. Nurkic rocking the rim. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take a jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
To Will Barton. Trailblazers take over. Won't go down. No good. Defense catching a break there. McCollum into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Whoa! What a finish! That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Miles Bridges. Knocked loose. Barton. Trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
To McCollum. Three-second count. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
To Millsap. Almost unlucky bounce. Hood to McCollum. Work it down to Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Murray into the front court. Down 11. Here comes the screen. Jamal Murray against the Lehigh product. To Jokic. And he's going to the free throw line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. McCollum with the basketball. His team leads it by 10. To Rodney Hood. Oh, pass stolen by the Nuggets. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. The follow won't go either. McCollum into the front court. Lead stands at 10. To Ken Bazemore. Screen coming.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. And gets both to drop at the line. Nuggets have the possession. Barton to Millsap. able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Rodney Hood. To Lillard. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Damian Lillard. Not much more the defense could have done. Hits a contested three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Martin matched up with Lillard. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Jokic to Miles Bridges. Deep two there, won't go. To Lillard. Here comes the screen. D's got it. Damian Lillard. He's 3 for 7.
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the 2nd season in a row. Stop it.
Lays it up and in.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
A pass stolen by Portland.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
D's got it. Damian Lillard, now 4 for 9.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Jamal Murray up against the Weber State product. Hassan Whiteside, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Lillard, shot by Lillard, no good. To Millsap. Here comes the screen. They go to Jokic, down low. Nothing going here on that drive. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Nikola Jokic. He's got 2 shots coming, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Portland has the ball. Lillard. Yes, And a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Yusuf Nurkic at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Jokic. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Nothing going here on that drive. Not that time. Murray with it. Down a bundle. Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. To Millsap. And the rebound taken by Nurkic. McCollum with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Nikola Jokic. Tips it. Nuggets with the basketball. To Millsap. And the basket good at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Lillard to Nurkic. Turns and slams it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Yusuf Nurkic able to recover with the block. Nothing going here on that drive. And strokes it.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
To Jokic. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Jamal Murray cleans the offensive glass. Working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First half comes to an end with the Blazers in a comfortable spot.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Trailblazers dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trailblazers. The Nuggets have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, But I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Denver Nuggets.
Game track. Field goals.
As long as there's time left on the game clock, no lead is truly safe. They just have to be ready to seize every opportunity in the second half.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
It's Denver's ball. To Millsap. Surveys the floor. Short jumper misses. To McCollum. C.J. McCollum. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Gary Harris. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Lillard. Shot from in close, no good.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
Miles Bridges to Millsap. And the Blazers clear the rebound. Lillard to McCollum. Here comes the screen. Miles Bridges. Jamal Murray defended by Lillard. To Jokic. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot for Jokic. No good. McCollum into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Here comes the screen. Lillard to Whiteside. And finishes strong. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. To Ken Bazemore. Lillard. To Nurkic. Nikola Jokic with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Jokic. Add 2 points to the board.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And scores on the Euro step.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Lillard. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Murray with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Jokic matched up with Nurkic. Nothing going here on that drive. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Ken Bazemore. Nothing going here on that drive. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Denver's got it. To Jokic. They'll work it down to Millsap and watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Harris, defended by McCollum. And he finishes at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
To McCollum. Nothing going here on that drive. McCollum to Nurkic. Nikola Jokic sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening. New blood coming in for both sides. Portland down to 4 to shoot. It's Lillard for 2. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's Portland ball. To Lillard. Able to convert inside.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Down low, Jokic.
Here we go. I got him.
4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. Lillard to McCollum from long range. Misfires. It's no good. Knocked loose. Blazers come away with it.
I'll take that.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season. A first-time All-NBA first-team player. Tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
That's no good. And a putback slam.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Nuggets have the possession. They go to Jokic, down low. Hassan Whiteside sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Dame rises, Shot by Lillard, no good. The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Miles Bridges. A bad pass there. Blazers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Whiteside. Won't go.
Shooter.
Short jumper off the mark. To Lillard. Oh, had him going there for a second. Driving is Lillard, but his shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Now the Blazers will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Nuggets, number 5,
Lillard to Whiteside.
2 minutes left.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. Knocked loose. Blazers have it. Hood. Ah, the monster stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Denver ball right now.
I got ball. This is all me.
Martin to Jokic. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic, defended by Zach Collins. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Lillard. To Rodney Hood. Has a look. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Jamal Murray matched up with Lillard. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Barton. To Jokic. Hassan Whiteside pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Whiteside. Rises for the slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
A pass stolen by Portland.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end with the Blazers in a comfortable spot. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Mason Plumlee snatching it out of the air. Hood. Nice pass to set things up.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Lillard to Whiteside. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Goes to the right side. Barton. Count the bucket for 2.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Lillard to Rodney Hood. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Oh, emphatic slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
Hey, switch, I got him.
To Lillard. Hood. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Will Barton at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. Nuggets have the possession. To McCollum. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now. I'll say this. Great young talent, but needs to really start making better decisions and protecting the ball.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Lillard to McCollum. Oh, he had him there for a second. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
To Millsap.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Paul Millsap swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Nuggets with the basketball. And abuses the rim with the big finish.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Nikola Jokic rejects it. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Lillard to Whiteside. And finishes strong.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. It's a big finish. We'll get a stoppage here. Timeout Portland as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. McCollum to Rodney Hood. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Here comes the screen. Scores from the post.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot. I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Slam dunk, Will Barton. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Portland's got it. To Ken Bazemore. Probing the defense. McCollum to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Martin into the front court. Down a bundle. To Jokic. Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
McCollum with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Good shot. No good. To Will Barton. Jokic to Will Barton. Denver with 4 to shoot. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. McCollum into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Miles Bridges. Jokic. Oh, he had it. Trailblazers take over. McCollum to Whiteside. To McCollum. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Denver as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Jamal Murray, defended by McCollum. To Jokic. Miles Bridges. And scores.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out 3.
McCollum with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Fires the 3, and C.J. McCollum, zero hesitation, knocks down the 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Ken Bazemore. McCollum. Nikola Jokic with a piece. Ooh, 5 now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Miles Bridges. Oh, bad pass there. Blazers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Taking advantage of the turnover.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
To Miles Bridges. Millsap. Has a chance. The shot by Murray, no good. Portland has the ball. The pass set it all up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Jokic. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. It's the Trailblazers who get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Trailblazers came away with the victory in this one, and the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high-percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Portland Trailblazers. The Nuggets just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, You can tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Portland Trail Blazers were able to stretch the defense because of how effectively they were scoring from long range. The opposition couldn't make the necessary adjustments and now have to settle with a loss.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the Denver Nuggets. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up.